Well, how's the calf, mate? How's the leg?
Yeah, it feels great. It was just a little cork, so it's all good to go this Friday.
What have you had to do? Have you done anything since the Richmond game?
I ran 3 days after and it felt great. Got going again, trained fully Saturday, which was a big session, and then trained again this morning, so all good.
And what does this week look like for you? You obviously leave Thursday?
Yeah, we leave Thursday. We had a session Saturday, which was big. We did about 20 minutes or so of match sim. We had a day off Sunday, and then today we did about 30-40 minutes of training. Main session Wednesday, flight Thursday. Get ready to go Friday. So.
That main session that you had on Saturday, was that a hit out for some players that are looking to possibly fill spots in the coming weeks?
Yeah, definitely. I think each training, because of the list at the moment, everyone's fit. We've got pretty much, I think, everyone bar due day on the track. So when you go out there, it's actually quite competitive, which is a great position to be in. People aren't floating through, which can be a trap in season. People just sort of float through training, but it's actually quite competitive out there at the moment. People want the spots.
One big hit out, I'm guessing, was Sam Jacobs versus Riley O'Brien. How did that go down?
Yeah, it was good. It was they were both playing on each other as they usually do. So yeah, they both battled it out. Riley's obviously playing very well at the moment, so hopefully, yeah, it's good for spots, I think.
Do you reckon you can play two ruckmen in the team? Do you reckon you can get O'Brien and Jacobs in with JJ out?
Well, historically, we've obviously erred on the side of playing one ruckman, so history suggests they're not going to do that, but I mean, it is an option. You see some teams do it successfully, but historically, we'd probably say probably wouldn't.
So probably Himmelberg in kind of
you would,
that role.
Yeah, without speaking for them, I would. Yeah, you'd think so. More mobile.
You expect to have your general back there as well, Tales? He's okay?
Tales is right to go. He trained Saturday mostly, about 80-90%, and he did everything today, so he'll be right to go if he gets through Wednesday.
Did you take advantage of Geelong being here over the weekend? Did you watch them closely at the game? Obviously not by asking what the result was.
No, I didn't actually know the result. No, I knew they won. I just didn't know.
Did you watch any of it?
No, I didn't know. I try not to watch too much footy, so no, I didn't watch any. I'll do my research during the week, don't worry.
Can you give a bit of a blueprint how to beat Geelong though? They're obviously top of the table and Port have, cracked the code, so to speak. Are you going to look at that game and maybe try and take a few things out?
Oh, absolutely. I think you'd be naive not to look at the game where they've been beaten a week earlier. I think from speaking to a few coaches this morning who are watching the game on Saturday night, they said the pressure was great. That's the one thing a lot of the players who watched it said, the pressure was pretty intense by Port Adelaide. So that's sort of the main thing. But I mean, it's all pretty simple. If you each team's sort of the same. If you can pressure them and you beat them at the contest, generally that gives you a pretty good chance to win a game, regardless of who the team is.
Just another one. Sorry, just one on injuries again. I know we're going back and forth. Tommy Lynch, how's he travelling?
Good. He is getting there, but it'll be cool if he gets through main session, which is obviously touch and go at this stage. So he's by no chance locked in.
So he hasn't really done much today or Saturday?
No, not too much. He'll give it a crack Wednesday though, by the looks of it.
Okay.
He was out there today, but limited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it with obviously Geelong losing Saturday? Is that probably the worst thing that can happen for you guys? That they're obviously going to be pretty motivated to come back out and make sure that doesn't happen again in 6 days' time.
Yeah, well, potentially that is a danger, but I mean, that's I don't think that's a massive issue at all. I think that'll be something. If we play our way, we'll give it a red hot crack down there.
What's been the trouble with playing at Geelong? I think it's been 15 or 16 years since the Pros have won at Geelong. What makes it such a difficult place to play at?
It's a good question. I've sort of tackled that as well. I think potentially you get into a trap sometimes of thinking, it's Geelong and Geelong. Historically, they've been so good down there for probably 10 or so years that you probably get into the trap sometimes of going, it's Geelong down there, but we're far from that mindset. We're going down there to win, and we've got a really, really strong belief that we can do that.
You've played there a few times, have you? Is it much different though from a normal sort of road trip to Melbourne?
No, it's not. We don't think so. No, it can get about -5 down there, so that's probably the only difference. But the ground's a lot skinnier. We actually did some match sim out there on Saturday with the skinnier ground. I think it's 5 metres short, further in than Adelaide Oval, so we're sort of used to playing on a skinnier ground. But Geelong's pretty unique in terms of the ground size. So we did some work on Saturday with a smaller ground, just our ability to move the ball with it more confined. So
bit more central.
Bit more central, yeah. It's just not as wide. You can get in the trap of switching the ball too much and getting trapped on one of those sides. So yeah, we did some work there, which was good.
So you have to be a little bit more brave with your movement ball to try and access the corridor and take it directly then?
Yeah, potentially. I don't think you can bail out to the pockets and you can get trapped there pretty easily. So I think you've got to be careful when you go sideways. Can you actually move the ball? When you kick it sideways, can that guy roll? So yeah, you do have to stay quite central. I think that'll be quite important.
Does a win sort of reinforce how good you guys are getting, do you think? Or is it just, the result either way is more about a process type thing? How do you view what would happen on the weekend?
I think it would be a big win. I think you'd be naive to think it wouldn't be. Geelong down at Geelong, they're on top of the ladder, they're going well. We're going well as well, so I think you'd be stupid to think that if we won down there it wouldn't be a big win. However, it obviously is just another step in a 23-week season. So, but we're really looking forward to it because it's going to be a tough game.
Jake, you've probably had your best season so far, playing best footy. What's been different this year for you? Has anything been different, or are you approaching anything differently?
No, if you would have asked me that, no, I'm not really. I'm the only thing mentally I'm approaching differently is I'm just taking it sort of, I know this will sound cliche and you'll probably kill me for saying this, guys, but 1 week at a time. I'm not actually looking for, if I play a poor game or I do something the previous week, I'll sort of put that beside me and I'll sort of, I've got a very clear present focus on that game and not looking at what I've done in the past, what can happen in the future. It's trying to stay quite present in taking each game as a separate event, and I find that's really helped me.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Good.
You've had a reputation of being a bit of a footy head there. So in the bye, have you managed to get away? Have you managed to actually just release yourself for a couple of days?
Yeah, definitely. I haven't watched a game of footy, I don't think, since I wouldn't even know. Like last probably a week before we played Richmond, I didn't watch any footy. Yeah, that week after we played Richmond or over the weekend. Really watched a bit of the game yesterday against Collingwood, but Western Bulldogs Collingwood. Other than that, I haven't watched any, and I'm actually feeling quite refreshed from it, which is quite nice.
That's a breakthrough for you, I take it.
Somewhat, yeah, somewhat. Probably a few years ago, I would have knuckled down and watched all 8 games, but it's something I've changed over the journey, which is I think helped me in the long run.
Why did you think you needed to change for that, Jake? Was it something conscious you did, or just something that's just happened over time?
I just probably didn't find it that exciting to watch it anymore. I find it a bit almost stressful watching games. I don't find it relaxing sitting down and watching the footy anymore, to be honest. I don't, for some reason, I've just gone out of that mindset. I love the game, I love playing it. It's just something that when I sit down and watch a game of footy now, I'm not sort of in love with it, which is yeah.
Is that because you're sort of trying to pick things in the game that you would do personally? Or?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, you sort of look at what other people are doing, and it sort of can be a tad stressful almost because you're sort of watching what they're doing and sort of analysing it a bit more than you used to as a kid, I guess.
But that doesn't happen when you're playing the game?
No, when you're playing the game, you're sort of in the moment and you're not thinking about that too much. You're just present. I love playing. Yeah, obviously fantastic, and I love it. But watching it's a different story for me.
How was the end of last season? I think during trade period there were reports that you'd asked the club to explore options to go back to Victoria, and obviously that didn't happen. Did you then set yourself to change things, the way you were approaching your football? Or?
No, I think I obviously had conversations at the end of last year. I never asked for a trade in any way. We just had conversations about how I can sort of try and enjoy my football more. And me and Don sat down and put a few things in place, stuff outside of football. That's really helped me. Yeah.
Okay, so you feel like you are enjoying your footy more than what you were this time 12 months ago?
Definitely. I think 12 months ago was obviously a different year for us. We had our struggles internally, which was obviously well documented. So I think it's played a part that we're actually going better this last year, but also I've changed a few things that's really helped my mindset off the field, and which is obviously correlated to potentially playing some better football on it.
And you're off contract. You started talks about a new deal with the club, or?
Yeah, me and my manager are in talks with the club at the moment. So we'll work through that hopefully in over the coming months, and we'll make a decision.
So no concern about you watching the Collingwood game closely then, Bull?
No.
Can we ask, you mentioned you're enjoying your footy more. Can we ask, is there anything specific you're doing that, away from footy that's making you enjoy, helping you out? I mean, it might be nothing, but is there anything you're doing differently, playing music or I don't know?
Yeah, no, it's a good question. I'm doing, now I think of it, I'm not doing too much different. I mean, I'm doing a week of work experience, which has been great. That's really helped me. So that's completely taken my focus off football on my day off during the week, which has been great for me. As I said, I think it's more just approaching each game as an isolated event and approaching like that, and that's probably been the main thing almost.
Where are you doing?
Yeah, what's the work experience?
JLL, commercial real estate.
Oh, no.
So yeah.
There's money to be made, that's what's disrupting.
Yeah, there's a bit of money to be made, yeah, which is good.
What were some of the things Pike said to you at the end of last season about how you can enjoy football more?
Well, I just sat down with him and said I need to work out what I want to do with my life. But for me, football's not a small part of my life, but it's just a part of my life. It's not the main thing. I think if you get too caught up in it, it's quite dangerous. So I need to have that part of my life going along, and then I need to develop other things which will help me enjoy football more, which I had to do. And yeah, like I said, I've put that in place. I've moved house, which really helped. I moved in with Riley O'Brien, so that's been another really big move for me, which is I moved into Unley from Grange, so that got me further away from the club. A few nice cafes and restaurants over there, so I think a bit more like Melbourne almost, and it just reminded me of home a bit more. So yeah.
How do you go living with Rob?
He's interesting. He's a big eater, very big eater, very good on the tooth.
All right.